Joining me now from New York City, journalist, author, and political commentator, Jerome Corsi, PhD. Jerome, unfortunately, I think Adam Schiff has blown his cover. Adam Schiff outed the whistleblower by releasing documents that were not redacted, the testimony of William Taylor. Eric Ciaramella was outed by Adam Schiff in this questioning. Question: does a person by the name of Eric Ciaramella ring a bell to you? Answer: it doesn't. This was not redacted. So it's kind of a joke here. And we've mentioned his name multiple times on this program. We're not afraid to talk about it. But the people, the American people, deserve to know who this guy is. It turns out to be the enemy within the Trump White House.
Well, that's exactly right, Graham. Ciaramella is CIA, and he's very close to Brennan. He is clearly a Democrat partisan. He was in the White House, both the Obama administration and the Trump administration, embedded with the NSA. And in fact, he became famous in the Mueller report, footnote 468 on page 71. 468 is a Ciaramella email that he leaked. And he leaked that email saying this was in May 2017, right at the time when Comey was fired, FBI director, and Ciaramella was tweeting out that Trump had had a phone call from Putin just before firing Comey, and that Putin had instructed Trump to fire Comey. That's what Ciaramella wrote in that email, and Mueller report, if you look at page 71, discredited that whole idea. But Ciaramella was fired for leaking out of the White House. He was thrown out of the Trump White House for that email. And that's only one of several incidents which show just how partisan and how much he was gunning to get Donald Trump. This guy Ciaramella is a partisan spy embedded by the intelligence agencies in the Trump White House.
Okay, if anybody in the United States Senate, anybody in the leadership of the United States Senate is listening, Jerome Corsi just laid out the case to hold this guy accountable, and the Department of Justice, for that matter, hold this guy accountable for violating the Federal Records Act and violating the Espionage Act by leaking this email. But let's go on. Eric Ciaramella has ties to George Soros, we understand, through some good reporting. Breitbart, who's also unafraid to publish his name. And this report, Jerome, Open Society kept alleged whistleblower Eric Ciaramella updated on George Soros's personal Ukraine activities. This is not small stuff. And there's another thing we need to talk about here. While this guy was in the Obama White House, apparently he helped dig up dirt with this Chalupa woman through the Ukrainian ambassador against Donald Trump.
That's exactly right. Chalupa, Alexandra Chalupa, was an operative of the DNC, Democratic National Committee, who was an expert in Ukraine. And she and Ciaramella went to the Ukrainian ambassador in the United States and said Hillary Clinton wants dirt on Donald Trump. This is in 2016, while Obama's still in the White House, on Donald Trump. And they dug up this material about Manafort, because Manafort at that time was consulting with Yanukovych. Yanukovych was the prior president to this Poroshenko. Poroshenko, by the way, was the Obama choice. He comes from the neo-Nazi faction within the Ukraine politics. Ukraine politics is very complicated. But what this Ciaramella got was that Manafort was getting these secret black ledger off-the-book cash payments from Yanukovych. Now, that also is discredited. But yet, Hillary Clinton's campaign leaked that material. It got published in the New York Times, and it was the precipitant cause for Manafort having to resign as Donald Trump's campaign manager. That was a direct hit, an interference in U.S. politics that was engineered by Ciaramella, CIA, in coordination with this Chalupa and the Ukrainian ambassador in the United States and the Hillary Clinton campaign. Hillary Clinton is guilty of what they were trying to accuse Donald Trump of in the Russian collusion argument.
And it's almost laughable what's going on here, because you have Adam Schiff repeating the refrain that this interference with Ukraine is debunked. It's not debunked. We just told the story, at least part of the story, right there. Ukraine was right in the middle of the 2016 election cycle. It's also a joke when Adam Schiff comes out and says that the whistleblower has statutory anonymity. That's not part of the statute. He's not protected by the statute. They're protecting this guy for two reasons, Jerome. One, if he's exposed, it hurts their case because he is this partisan we're describing. And number two, I firmly believe that it would implicate Adam Schiff as part of the shaping of this phony whistleblower report, the foundation for impeaching Donald J. Trump. Jerome, thank you.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.